Hey friends! Today we're going to talk about denominators. I know, exciting, right? You may be wondering why I have a sandwich right here. Well, I was hungry. But it's also going to help us understand what a denominator is. So say you're talking about a fraction. Say you have a 1 over a 2. Do you know which one is your denominator? Is it the one over the fraction line or the one under? Yeah, it's the one under. Good job. All right. So here we have a whole sandwich. If you're trying to talk about a whole, it is one piece over 1. Now the answer on the bottom tells you how many pieces it's going to be in, how much a whole will be in. So this is a whole sandwich. Now if we cut it in half, and say you have a half sandwich and another half. Maybe like your little brother could only eat half a sandwich. Maybe he's too small to eat a whole one. Well, if you wanted to write that down, what would you write? If you have one piece here and another piece here, how many is that? Yeah, that's 2. So under the fraction line, remember, the denominator's under it. What would we write here? How many pieces there are in the whole. So there's 1, 2 pieces. If you put it back together, that's a whole sandwich. So that would be 2 pieces. Now we'll just put a question mark here because we're not talking about numerators right now. But here, it's 2 pieces. All right, let's see what happens when we cut right here and right here. All right. Now this is still a whole sandwich. We can put it together and there's a whole sandwich. Now, how many separate pieces are there? Can you count? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this isn't going to be the right fraction for us today. Now, what number are we going to put for the denominator? Yeah, it's going to be a 4. Good job. Now, don't worry about up here. We're not talking about numerators today. What if we cut it again? Now we have to cut each piece in half like this to make it even if you're practicing at home, because that way it's a little easier than trying to do a bunch of crazy math stuff. Because each denominator is an even part of the whole thing. So if we look together, that's a whole sandwich. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts that are all equal. They're all about the same size to the whole sandwich. Now, if this is our new fraction, what are we going to put as the denominator? Well, remember, we have to count the pieces. So how many are there? Yeah, there's 8. Good job. All right, so our denominator would be an 8. Don't worry about it up here. So we had practiced with halves, or 1 over 2. We practiced with quarters, and we practiced with eighths. So we put that back together. It's a whole sandwich. If we had 2 big pieces, would that be over 2, over 4, or over 8? If we just looked at these 2 pieces. Yeah, it would be a half over 2. What if we pretended that these are all together and we had 4 sections of a whole sandwich? Would that be over 2, over 4, or over 8? Yeah, it would be 4. Perfect. Now, separate it up again. It's 8 pieces. Now remember, these can all go back together and make a whole sandwich. Now, if we look at our fractions, which one is it? Is it over 2, over 4, or over 8? Yeah, good job. It's over 8. All right, this is something you can practice when you eat lunch today. Just remember, if you're using a knife to cut it up, make sure your parent's helping you so you don't hurt yourself. Have a good day.